Shad Stoker here, president of Symbiotech, and today I want to walk you through application of one of my favorite materials, and that is PROTECH, which is the most technologically advanced, longest lasting footwear protection on the market on an exotic skin boot. So in your box, you're going to get a 15 ml bottle of PROTECH, which is enough to do many single layer applications or a handful of multi-layer applications, which is what I recommend. You're also going to get an applicator. This has a barrier in between, so you can use this as your applicator and your leveling towel as well, which you'll see at the end. A couple key things that are important. First off, this boot has already been prepped with Symbiotech PROTECH, but you can use any good leather cleaner as long as it's pH neutral to prep the surface. But again, we recommend PROTECH. It is designed to prep for this product. You also, before you get started applying this, you want to do a test spot. So what you want to do is find an inconspicuous area on the material and just do a tiny test spot to make sure it's compatible. I haven't found a leather or vinyl material that it's not compatible with yet, but we like to test just to be safe. So after you open your bottle, you want to prime the applicator pad. Now, application on the exotic is going to be a little bit different than typical application because you have these different textures and scales, whether it's gator, ostrich, or this, in this case, snakeskin. You have different levels that you have to kind of work the material in. So after you pull your applicator and bottle out of the box, you want to fold your applicator into quarters. You want to prime your applicator with 15 or 20 drops of Symbiotech PROTECH. After your applicator is primed, you want to start going in a downward motion against or with the grain. Because of the scales, you want to start by applying with the grain of the material. Now, I like to go around and do one single layer on the entire surface and then come back and do my second or third layer. The reason being is what PROTECH does above any other product is it seeps down and penetrates all the way to the base layer of the material and builds itself back through, so it's protected through the entire surface, not just a thin layer of film that's going to wash away very easily on the surface. Now, after you apply your first layer, reprime your applicator, and now you want to very gently go against the grain. Snakeskin is a very, very fragile material, but it has some good durability if protected correctly. So you want to just very gently go against the grain and try and get underneath all those scales without lifting them. That's why I like to go with the grain first, because it kind of softens things up. It starts to condition and hydrate the scales, so that way they're a little bit more malleable, so you're going to have less potential of damage. So what you're going to notice happen after your first layer is you're going to see the product, it looks like it's evaporating, but what's happening is it's actually seeping down into the material. Every layer you put on after that, it's going to take longer and longer for that to happen because that's building back through the entire surface, telling you that your protection is working like it's supposed to. So again, I'm a huge advocate of doing multiple layers. I typically do 3 to 5 layers. A single layer is going to be great for protection, but if you want the most durability and best protection against the elements, do multiple layers. This product, one of the great things about this product is it's not going to change the appearance of the surface. It's just going to accentuate. It's going to make it look even better. So this will be my third layer on this front. Now, I typically just coat the lowers because the uppers, they really don't see the elements. They're usually tucked in your pants, but you absolutely can. I recommend doing 1 or 2 layers on the upper to extend longevity as well. Not something I typically do because I like to preserve my product for the main areas that need protection. So this is going to be my last layer of product. Now I'm going to go with the grain. Then I'm going to come back against the grain and really being diligent about getting all those lower areas that are kind of tucked away, which is one of the things that make this applicator beneficial is it's malleable, so you can put it in all those hard to reach areas as well. Now, after you've completed your application, let it set up for 5 or 10 minutes, and then you can either take the back side of your applicator towel, or you can take any high quality microfiber and level off any excess that might still be there. And that is how you protect with Symbiotech PROTECH, the most technologically longest lasting, most advanced footwear protection product on the market.